What are some tips on creating a safe and trusting space for these conversations?
I often say, first and foremost, get permission. So if we want a safe place for it, we say, look, I really want to talk to you about our own relationship intimacy. Is now a good time? Are we in a good space to do that for each other? So we create that. Then it's yes, no. So instead of, because otherwise we can jump in and force the conversation, but if it's not complementary to a dialogue and it's more of a monologue, it might be difficult. So first and foremost, create discussion by creating space for permission. Is this a good time? Two, okay, set time aside for it. In this case, you could say, hey, look, I know we've got a lot to do today. So, but look, can we squeeze this conversation? And we don't want to do that. So make sure we have enough time to say, I really want to sit and talk about this. And two, at number three, actually, I would say this, Patrick, to that great question is say, look, disclose where you stand with it. I'm feeling very vulnerable when I'm talking about this, but it's very important to me to talk about this. So I want you just to listen at first, and then I'd love to hear your thoughts. So then you share your thoughts and your experience, and then you create the space for that response. So those are ways that you can initiate the conversation. If it's hard to do on your own, sometimes the mental health provider can be a great way to create that safe space. Is you bring in a licensed clinical social worker, a psychologist, even an occupational therapist that might say, look, we can bring that intervention into our relationship for a session or part of a session. So that could be helpful as well.